Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah, we are here in Tamamizu, the underwater city, or town rather, village maybe. And we have a quest here, which is called Palace of the Lost Souls. Now, I highly suspect this is a dungeon, so let's look into that. You're a woman from above? I'm Kurenai, sister to the Ruby Princess, the ruler of these seas. Your bearing bespeaks a strength and courage few possess. I've been waiting for one such as yourself to arrive. Though not many know it, the Ruby Princess's life currently hangs in the balance. A few days ago, a man cloaked in black visited Shisui of the Violet Tides and claimed he had come to bestow a blessing of holy protection upon the palace. The incantation he muttered instead drew forth a terrible spirit which took possession of my sister's body. Not long after, similar wraiths of the void began to surge forth, overtaking the palace and stealing the souls of our nearby guards. Shisui immediately evacuated everyone and has since barred people from entering or leaving the palace. Officially, the Ruby Princess is conducting a private ceremony. None but Shisui and I know the truth. We have placed a seal over Shisui of the Violet Tides to prevent any of the wraiths from within from escaping. However, it will not hold for much longer. Shisui grows more convinced by the hour that we must destroy the dome and everyone within it, including my sister. I beseech you, woman of the land, lend unto me your might. Please, find a way to save her. I cannot make any promises. It is as they say, an experienced swimmer will avoid diving into uncharted waters, just as a seasoned warrior will keep out of the reach of an unknown enemy's lance. Still, I had hoped I might rely on your help. If by some chance you change your mind, I must meet with him to ensure... Still, I hoped I might rely on your might. If by some chance you change your mind, please seek out Shisui. I must meet with him to ensure he does not act prematurely and do something we will all regret. I didn't mean I wouldn't try, but I literally mean I can't make promises. And you? Chip. Lady Kurenai, what brings you here? What, my lady, you of all people must realize how incredibly dangerous it was of you to entrust another with our secret, much as a newcomer whose intentions we know naught of. Whatever choice did I have? When the seal breaks, we will be forced to drown the palace and all souls within. Would you sooner have me sacrifice my sister and my people than turning to outside help? And you think that this woman has some hidden power capable of delivering Sui-No-Sato from untold disaster? I realize it is not in your nature to ask for assistance, but like it or not, there is little else we can do. No outcome could be worse than losing the Ruby Princess. Even you must realize, we only stand to gain by requesting this woman's aid. You have a right of it. Very well, I give your friend until the next high tide to rescue the princess. If she fails, however, I will destroy the dome and atone for the deed with my life. Remember, my lady, should it come to this, you shall be the one to inherit the throne. Here, take this scroll. It will permit you to pass into Shisui of the Violet Tides. I presume you are aware of where it is located? Not to worry, I shall show her there. The palace lies just beyond the turquoise trench. Before we leave, however, there's one last thing I must share with you. I was not entirely truthful in everything I have told you. Also, it's nothing that affects our current predicament, but it's nevertheless a lie I mean to set straight once this is all over. Forgive me, if it was something I could tell you now, I would. Alright? Oh, all the way down there. There she is. These are the gates to the palace. Inside are the Ruby Princess and her guards. Thank you, Serenia. Though he might not show it, Shisui is secretly very grateful to you too. The thought of having to kill the Ruby Princess, however indirectly, has been tormenting him. Now, there's not much time left. Let us make our way in. You have a scroll of entry, correct? Remember, you will be unable to pass through the gates without it. There's Shisui of the Violet Tides. Okay, welcome to Shisui of the Violet Tides. Yeah, this is a re-recording because during the original one I played a class I wasn't all that familiar with and was very distracted by paying attention to what I was doing. So, don't do that when you're making a video. Also, if that was a blind one and I didn't know the dungeon, well, that isn't much of a problem here because this is a simple dungeon. Now, if the official path over there is blocked, yeah? That's where we take a bit of a way around through these geysers. Morning fish. Ow. Yeah, and this was the path we could have just walked up if it was open. To our first boss, Amikiri. Now, healer was marked and Slime Puddle. Free shots. My dear friend, would you please go out of that AoE? Right. The gear here in Shisui of the Violet Tides looks pretty cool if you like the more skimpy outfits. Okay. And so, those arrows and joy swords, slay me in Tunis. Archers were back and defend her highness. Yeah, the palace guards. By the way, in story, we're not killing these guards, yeah? We're knocking them out to take, well, to prevent them from helping the voidsent here. I must protect my seas, my people. Now, when they cast seduce, pick up one of these boxes and become old. So you're too old to be seduced, apparently. And I believe these fields are... Yeah, those are heat-seeking missiles there. Meaning they follow the player they target to begin with. So you need to keep running. Shit. Ah, just in time. Was so close. These are the headpieces, at least for a female with the flowers. Pretty boring, actually. Careful. Mines. Okay. her.
Insolence! Such insolence will not be tolerated. You shall take a knee to my sanctuary. Mists, come to me. Give unto me your power.
Okay. Destroy the churning mists. And get out of the way of a water bubble. This is where boss shows up. Dark currents flood from beyond, fill them with fear, with despair. Okay, the sharks. The sharks each target the player. Kill them before they finish their cast or they rush at you. And fog again. Dark currents from beyond hearken unto your master. Wash away any who dare oppose me. I'm not looking at you. You missed. Well, I meant the dragoon with his Dave should be a he, right? With his limit break. I should probably keep my distance when I show up, but anyway. Please accept this gift as so yeah, this is the lower body piece in this case for a caster. You want to have fun, you can get old again. Look at yourself in peace. Okay. On with the plot.
I know not how to thank you. You saved them, Serenia. You saved all of them, even the Ruby Princess. While she's unharmed, she's currently unconscious. Shisui has carried her to Sui-No-Sato, where she might rest undisturbed. It looks as though it will be a while before she wakes.
Before we speak any further, however, let us return to the village. Please allow me to once again thank you for your help. You may be happy to hear that the palace guards are slowly beginning to return to their senses. It seems as peace has finally been restored to the palace. You have saved everyone, including Shisui, from an untimely death. If only the Ruby Princess would open her eyes, Sui-No-Sato will be exactly as it was before. I suppose we must simply be grateful for how well things turned out. Now that the worst of the storm has passed and the tides have begun to calm, it is time I came clean. Yeah, but not today. This is a continuous quest line after this, and we will see where it leads. Yeah, until next time when we continue in Final Fantasy XIV. I'm Mace, and don't get lost.